Elections happen on Tuesday. I'm Brian, by the way. Hi. Uh, Not the reason I'm doing this video because it's Tuesday, but it is a coincidence that election days are Tuesdays. Federal elections, first Tuesday after the first Monday of November. Why is Whitman talking? I mean, that actually is a fair question. Why is Whitman even talking? Because, and you know what? To whom much is given, much is required. And I was given a microphone for a long time, so I don't talk as much now because you know what? Jesus said that, and also Tennyson in that poem, and my father used to say that too. To whom much is given, much is required, much abides. So I think that means anything you've been given, good fortune of any kind, luck, I have to say. In my case, a microphone and having an opportunity to say stuff, and so I think is it the Book of Luke? I think that means that any skill, any ability, any talent, if we can even, everybody has talent, has to be managed. I think it has to be managed appropriately. So hey, look, my microphone's unplugged, so that's why I don't talk as much. That's why I don't chime in as much. I mean, that's actually the truth. I understand there's some value in allowing the folks who have their microphones on to do their thing, and I don't want to be anything less than respectful about that. Now, just say they're trying to recall Andrew Cuomo. They've been trying to recall Gavin Newsom, and I really didn't particularly care, but now they're going after Andrew Cuomo, and I just have to say that the room is spinning. No, I just have to say that. You get the government you deserve. And we'll start with Gavin Newsom because I think it's the easier one. In a way. Gavin Newsom, about 30 months ago, maybe 29 months ago, Gavin Newsom got 7,700,000 votes to be governor of California. John Cox, nice guy, got 4,700,000 votes. So 3 million more votes in the state of California. Now, the most populated state, it's a lot of votes, but it's 3 million more votes, about 62% of the vote. And that was 29 months ago. And that means something. That has to be respected, period. It has to be respected. The effort to recall it's easy to try to recall. It's easy to circulate petitions. I mean, not that it's simple, but it's much harder to actually recall a governor in California, in New York, in these states, than it is to launch an effort to do so. Gray Davis was recalled in 2003. Why? Well, not because he missed. Now, if you want to talk about Gavin Newsom, before, in my opinion, Governor Newsom has poorly managed and poorly handled the pandemic in the state of California. But the effort to recall him was underway long before he even had a chance to fail on COVID-19. And I'm being serious. Gray Davis in 2003 was recalled. Why? Why? Anyone? Bueller? Gray Davis was recalled. Why? Anyone? Because of a state budget crisis. And that was a year after he was re-elected in 2002 over Bill Simon. Hi, I'm Bill Simon. That was actually my impression of Bill Simon. Hi, Brian. It was kind of like my friend Anthony's mom and my Eric Garcetti characterization, I guess. I'm Bill Simon. But he really speaks like that, Bill Simon. So anyway, Gray Davis got 400,000 more votes. It was a close election. But he was re-elected. And then a year later, because of the state budget crisis, which the voters, if this was turned on, the voters knew the state budget was a disaster. But anyway, okay. It's odd to me that a Gavin Newsom who again, I went from a fan to underwhelmed. He won by 3 million votes. I mean, that's, 3 million. I mean, you can't even find. I tried, I called, I said, I need about 14,402, which is one more than we lost. So 3 million is a lot of votes in one state. I mean, even a presidential election, it's a lot. Ask Hillary Clinton, that's a lot of votes. If the people of California were furious about Governor Newsom's handling of a life and death pandemic, I would better understand an effort to recall. But that's not what it's about. Because if Republicans who issue recall petitions really cared so much about the handling of this pandemic by public officials, well, they would have been more critical of President Trump, in my opinion, our former president, President Donald Trump. Now off to New York, where Governor Andrew Cuomo, son of the late, because it's not a shining city on a hill, Mr. President. It's really a tale of two cities. One with the poor that you do not see there. I'm doing Ted Kennedy. I'm doing John Kennedy. But that's who Mario Cuomo stirs within me, the late Mario Cuomo. His son, Andrew Cuomo, has been, in my opinion, the best elected official in the country on the handling of COVID-19. And then, of course, about a month ago, we got the big whammo blammo, oh, he lied too about data. So I'm announcing my candidacy for lunch at Pizza Hut. No, but it's like a pretty efficient job. I mean, Andrew Cuomo, I believe, again, it needs to be investigated because you can't, as I said at the very beginning, in defending President Trump and setting out the guidelines for appropriate public leadership during a pandemic, you can't lie about data. You can't do that. Period. Governor Cuomo seemed to take very seriously and seemed to focus very heavily on the pandemic. And now you've got, again, you can't call an accuser a liar. You can call an accuser an accuser. You can believe or not believe, but the person has a right to bring forward an allegation. And the accused has a right to, outside the world of politics, the accused has the right to insist upon an investigation to determine the facts. Sometimes in politics, all you need is the allegation. That's what's happening in New York State right now. And it's odd to me that there's a moment where it seems like, wow, the accelerator is off. COVID-19 numbers are coming down, as we saw last week being reported, and since the beginning of the year. And if you think that has to do with Joe Biden being president for only, I think that's a silly conclusion. I like Joe Biden. I support him, but still. It seems like there's like an opening for a moment, so we want to go immediately right back to politics for the consumer 101. Can you throw some allegations of groping and touching? Oh, yes, this is how we like our politics, and quite frankly, we understand it when it's done this way. We don't really get the public health aspect of it. That's kind of, and plus, I'm not feeling so hot, so, he touched some broad down, yeah, kick him out. And he's a liberal, too, yeah. So that's what, it's crazy. I have to say that I skated by and skated through so many indiscretions. I hurt so many people, including even big paws, my wife. Okay, gang, make it a great Tuesday night supper club. Name the artist. Well, I'm shaved today, but I got to get this done. Time to skeech that old melon here and get my hair did. Have a good one. Ooh, nostril hair.